Good morning, everyone. You are very much welcome to Carnival Radio Breakfast Show this beautiful morning. This is newspaper review on Carnival Radio. I am Ibrahim Adebayo. We begin the newspaper review with the headlines in the newspaper. Invest in our energy, solid minerals, Tinubu tells German businessmen. $2.7 trillion naira debt. Nigerian face blackout as gas producer cut supply to Gencos. Tax reforms bills. Over 50 nuisance taxes will be scrapped, says federal government of Nigeria. Banks workers blame CBN as cash shortage worsens. Mass failure. Abia government to conduct supplementary exam for workers. Now the news in detail. Invest in our energy, solid minerals, Tinubu tells German businessmen. German investor got an assurance from President Bola Tinubu of the federal government readiness to expand investment opportunity in energy and solid mineral sector. He gave the assurance when he received the German president, Dr. Frank Walter, at the State House in Abuja. Tinubu said his administration is committed to removing administrative bottlenecks and creating an enabling environment for investors. In a statement by a special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Ononuga, the president said, and I quote, "I welcome Mr. President to Nigeria and the State House. Your visit is a significant milestone, and I must thank you for the warm reception when I visited Germany. We need each other, and you emphasize this in our private discussion. Nigeria is going through a transformative period and trying to align with the best strategy and practices on good governance globally. We will like our relationship with you as friend and partner. Germany is well industrialized and renowned for its sustainable infrastructure." President Bola Tinubu said the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Solid Minerals, Ministry of Power, and Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment have been directed to work closely with investors to develop the energy sector. President Bola Tinubu further said the country reforms had been designed to bring long-term prosperity through sustainable and dependable framework. President Bola Tinubu noted that the small and medium-scale enterprise were also being repositioned to play a more central role in development, assuring that bottlenecks to investment had been removed. In his remark, the German president assured President Bola Tinubu that there were also more specialized companies in Germany that will be encouraged to look towards Nigerian expansion for opportunities beyond the big brand in the energy sector. In his presentation, the Minister of Solid Mineral Development, Dele Alake, noted that Germany has a dedicated €1 billion fund for diversifying the supply chain in renewable energy and modifying the conditions could easily accommodate opportunity in Nigerian solid mineral sector. Alake said the critical minerals for energy transition, copper, nickel, and lithium were readily available in Nigeria. Alake said pre-feasibility study had been concluded, urging German investors to look into Nigeria for diversification of energy supply chains. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Jumoke Ojuwole, and Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, also presented at the business meeting. The business delegates from Germany and their Nigerian counterparts hailed President Bola Tinubu for his long-term vision for the economy and his courageous steps in repositioning Nigeria for greater prosperity by making the economy more globally competitive with streamlined foreign exchange and improved ease of doing business. For more details on the news, you can visit the Nation newspaper. Invest in our energy, solid minerals, Tinubu tells German businessman. 2.7 trillion debt. Nigerian face blackout as gas producer cuts supply to Gencos. All says gas producing companies have abruptly stopped the supply of natural gas to power generation company for electricity production over the non-payment of debt accrued from the previous supply. Fresh findings show this. The Chief Executive Officer of the Association of Power Generation Companies, Dr. Joy Ogaji, disclosed the latest developments in an exclusive interview with newsmen, stressing that gas-producing companies have formally notified all Gencos of the suspension of natural gas supply. The natural gas supply was abruptly halted after the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority reportedly instructed gas producer to suspend the delivery of natural gas to indebted Gencos until further notice, citing escalating debt. The situation had led to a nationwide electricity blackout, severely impacting power generation across the country. Currently, over 70% of Nigerian power is produced by gas-fired plants. Earlier this year, Minister of Power Adebayo Adelabu disclosed that the federal government will start offsetting part of the debt it owes power generating companies and gas suppliers from April this year. The minister, while on a working visit to Egbin power plant in the Korodu area of Lagos State, said he will liaise with the Central Bank of Nigeria to prioritize foreign exchange allocation to the power sector, saying this will boost the ability to ramp up capacity in terms of generating output. Why the government has in the past few months paid 205 billion naira of the debt owed to Gencos, an ongoing disagreement between the NMDRPA and a natural gas producer on who should collect the 0.5% wholesale price levy imposed on petroleum products by the Petroleum Industry Bill Act, made the supplier demand the payment of monetary loan. Speaking during interview, AGPC CEO Dr. Ogaji stated that all relevant authorities, including the presidency, have been notified of the current situations and are awaiting necessary intervention. For more details on the news, you can visit the Punch newspaper. 2.7 trillion naira debt. Nigerians face blackouts as gas producer cuts supplies to Gencos. Bank workers blame CBN as cash shortage worsened. The Association of Senior Staff of Banks, Insurance and Financial Institutions has attributed the worsening cash shortage across the country to the Central Bank of Nigeria's inability to meet the cash demand of commercial banks. Speaking with newsmen, Olusoji Oluwole highlighted the dire impact of the security. The president of the association, ASSBIFI, President Olusoji Oluwole, highlighted the dire impact of the scarcity, particularly at the festive season approaches, with increased demand for cash for shopping and business transactions. Oluwole explained that banks have only two primary sources of cash: the central bank and the retailers. He noted that the Apex Bank has failed to meet the cash demand of banks, while retailers profit by selling cash instead of depositing it back into the bank system. Citing statistics, Oluwole stated that the bank collectively requires at least 20 million naira daily to operate, with ATM need approximately 8 million each and 4 million over the counter. He stressed the importance of CBN providing clear statistics on cash circulation to improve distribution efficiency. Oluwole also advocates for a shift towards less dependency on cash, emphasizing that a cashless economy is cheaper, safer, and more efficient for economic growth. In addition, the ASSBIF president called for security agencies to crack down on illegal currency trading. He urged authorities to investigate reports of point-of-sales operators buying cash from fuel stations and supermarkets. Oluwole concluded by reiterating that no bank deliberately withhold cash from its customers. Also, the national coordinator of the Human Rights Association of Nigeria, Emmanuel Nwobiko, in a statement criticized the Central Bank of Nigeria and its governor, Olayemi Cardoso, for their mishandling of monetary policy, holding them responsible for resulting widespread hardship. He further highlighted how cash scarcity has left millions, especially in the rural area, unable to conduct transactions, pushing small businesses, artisans, and daily wage earners deeper into poverty. Nwobiko argued that the crisis reflects not just poor monetary policy, but also deeper systemic issues with the Nigerian economy. He urged President Bola Tinubu to intervene swiftly to stabilize the bank system and avert economic collapse. For more details on the news, you can visit the Punch newspaper. Banks workers blame CBN as cash shortage worsen. Tax reform bills. Over 50 nuisance taxes will be scrapped, says the federal government of Nigeria. The federal government has said the controversial tax reform bills currently before the National Assembly were to ensure fairness, equity, and justice for Nigerians. This came on the day civil society organizations, CSOs, led by the Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center, CLAX, call on the federal government to build a fair and inclusive tax system that reflects alignment on the fiscal policy with equity and economic stability. The Director General of the National Orientation Agency, NOA, Malam Lanre Isa Onilu, who stated that at the briefing on what ailed this security awareness, discouraging get-rich-quick syndromes, Human Rights Day and tax reform in Asaba, Delta State, said the bill were designed to scrap the over 50 nuisance taxes over by local businesses. According to him, VAT will no longer be calculated based on where companies have their headquarters, but where the goods are consumed. He noted that the reforms were designed to ease the burden on hard-working Nigerians while ensuring that everyone contributed fairly. Isa Onilu, who was represented by the Director General Service in NOA, Mrs. Rebecca Nasamu, explained that the tax reform bills have 4 different bills that seek to bring everything about taxation and administration of tax in Nigeria under 4 different pieces of legislation. A listed the bill has the Nigerian Tax Bill, the Nigerian Tax Administrative Bill, the Nigerian Revenue Service Establishment Bill, and the Joint Revenue Board Establishment Bill. Isa Onilu said Nigerian Tax Bill is where all major taxes imposed on individual and company are clearly stated, as well as the rate. The bill is just like a compendium of tax charged in Nigeria. The Nigerian Tax Bill basically amalgamated all existing laws in which provisions for taxation was made. When passed, the bill will lead to the repeal of 11 laws that contain provisions on imposition and collection of taxes. On how the tax reform will benefit Nigerians, he said government was working to stop different levels of authority from taxing people for the same thing and ensuring that those earning very little pay little and or no tax, helping them manage their finances better. He said new digital systems were being introduced to make tax payments easier and more accountable, stressing that by supporting these efforts, we can create a tax system that works for all and fund development projects that will improve our nation. For more details on the news, you can visit the Vanguard newspaper. Tax reform bills, over 50 nuisance taxes will be scrapped, says federal government. Mass failure, Abia government to conduct supplementary exams for workers. Civil servants who failed in the 2022 promotion examination in the ministry, departments and agencies, MDAs in Abia State Civil Service have been offered the chance to retake the exam. This is coming a week after some news reports alleged that the exam held in August recorded mass failure among many candidates, also eligible civil servants who did not participate in the initial 2022-2023 promotion exam due to exigencies of duty have also been directed to take part in the fresh exams. This development was made known in a press release signed by Ngozi Queen Obioma, the head of service of Abia State. The HOS said that the scheduled exam will be held on Wednesday, December 18, 2024 at Kanonwako Indoor Sports Hall of Umaya Township Stadium by 9 a.m. For more details on the news, you can visit the Daily Post newspaper. Mass failure, Abia government to conduct supplementary exams for workers. And with that, we've come to the end of newspaper review on Carnival Radio. You're enjoying them at the Limited station. You can listen to us live via www.carnivalmedia.ng. You can as well go to Google app or Play Store to download the Carnival Media app. My name is Ibrahim Adebayo. Do enjoy the rest of your day.